Nothing wrong with you wanting to become a nurse, but you better be sure you're choosing nursing for the right reason. And welcome to Patrice M. Foster. I'm back. I'm on a travel assignment. I'm on the low key. I can't speak too much about it because I came to investigate. But that's not the topic. That's for another whole video. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. I heard a lot of nurses saying they're not getting their paychecks. So I took the risk and I came on this assignment so I can bring you the information so you don't make that mistakes. So that's the follow-up video. I can't do it right now when you're on the assignment. Anyway, I was thinking about a lot of things this past few weeks that I'm sitting in the hotel while I'm on my day off, not doing anything. And I was thinking about nursing now in the crisis. Why and the choices to become a nurse. I know I hear a lot about nursing when I was in nursing school that they're going to get rid of LPN, but we know that's not true. I wanted to come out here and talk about going to nursing school for the wrong reason. I did not, to be honest, I didn't want to be a nurse. I don't know. Sometimes when you don't want something, the universe just gets you right there. And here I am. So a lot of people saying, I met a lot of young people and student nurses, and I asked them the reason why they want to do nursing. And I just start hearing a lot of people say, I want to go in nursing, I want to go in nursing to make that. And the only reason is make that big buck, make that big buck. Let me tell you something. That big buck that you seeking, the pandemic may have increased the rate a little, but it's getting ready to stop. It's getting ready to go back. And furthermore, let's be honest, the only reason that I see for me that you may say we're making a lot of money, but the majority of nurses, you may not know this, the majority of nurses are seeing that they making good money, but they all are exempt. If they were supposed to take the taxes out, you don't see anything that your hard work achieve. No money. And the only way we're seeing the money is because we're exempt. That means we're taking control. We're paying our own tax. Well, at least I am. I don't know about the others. Because I just found out, a couple of friends told me they hadn't filed their income tax since 2018. They've been exempt. Yeah, there's sometimes I may risk it, but I make sure April 15 or whatever date they calculate, I have IRS money. So I think that's the only way you would see your money, but that's not the topic. I wanted to bring it to the attention that we hear a lot about a lot of nurses going into the field for all the wrong reason. I don't know if there's a wrong or a right reason. Some people go in there for money. Some people go in there for caring. That's what we say, right? You know, when you sit in the interview, why do you want to be a nurse? I said, oh God, let this lady don't ask me. Don't I look raggedy? The lighting is off, so I'm sorry. This is the hotel. Anyway, you go on those interviews and they ask you, why you want to become a nurse? Why did you choose nurse? And you, in your ding 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 in your brain, you got to come up with something. I'm tired of coming up with a story. Let's give it a job. Because I gotta good and tell, I wanted, when I was 6 years old, I started taking care of my little baby sister, and I didn't know at the time I want to be a nurse, but then, and my mother was, God forgive me, and all sort of story. After a while, over the years, you calculate the story good, and you get that job, right? It's funny to me. Because they ask you the same question. Why did you want to go to a nurse? Don't let me in an interview with 6 people. I found out that in Georgia, the South, they like to sit in these big rooms and then they just be attacking you with questions left and right. And I got so skilled, I was ready for them. I tell them everything they want to hear. Just flip it back. Over the years, you will learn that. So, I think, who's going to say anything negative anyway? Going to school for all the wrong reason means some people say they want to go in there, make all that nurse money. They making 10 grand, whatever, 5 grand. You see it on YouTube, how much they making. I want to be like them. I want to drive that Rover. But I don't think there's a wrong or right reason. It's what you decide why you want to go in school for nursing. I even know some students that was about to graduate and change their major in nursing. I tell you one thing, nursing is good. It provides for you, and that's how I end up in it. I found myself pregnant, and I was in school, and I said, let me just go to become a nurse. Became an LPN. So I wanted to come out here and say that you have to decide what you want in nursing. Because if you choose that route, if in your mind, I'm only there for the money, you're going to be one unhappy soul. And the money that you think travel nurses make, it may be on now, but it's about to be capped. And I'm not talking about legislation or anything. They're trying to get it back down. So be careful what you decide and what you want. Sometimes we think that money will bring us happiness. We think, gee, if I had that new house, the biggest house with nobody in there, it's empty, it's going to make you happy. But money doesn't make you happy. Sometime you'll find that the money make you more greedy, meaning, and I'm speaking from experience, you become a workaholic. You just be working, and you get sick. I know many nurses, travel nurse, in a relationship. I remember, like I said before, one of the instructors said, if you're married and you're a nurse, it won't work. The husband is in the house and you're all the way in California, or you're in Hawaii and you left your husband while you're working hard to build that stability. he's doing something else and he's telling you. As a matter of fact, an incident happened on one of my assignment. The nurse, sorry, wanted to go home, and her husband said, "No, no, no, stay." Eventually, she found out that there was a reason. She didn't tell me, but I pretty much knew what happened. So, if you're thinking about becoming a nurse, make sure it's for the right reason. I know you care. So that's off the table. That's not even a question. That's probably. Maybe you're taking care of a sick aunt. That's another story. But if you're just, I'm talking about those that are going, and you will find them in nursing school, that say, I'm only going to do this. I'm not going to be no bedside nurse. And those are the ones that I'm going to end up working in the office, or I'm only going to do this. And then you end up with travel assignment with them, and they can't really do the work. They only see the dollar sign. To say nursing has done a lot for me. Even though it wasn't the career that I wanted in the beginning, it did give me a little stability in my life. What would I have done without it? So I'm not all negative about nursing. I don't think it's a scam. If you want to travel like I do, you can. There's opportunity. You don't have to be a psych nurse. You could be med surg. You could do mother baby. You could do anything you want in nursing, even insurance company, case manager. So there's a lot of setting or a lot of fields, sub fields besides bedside that you can go into. If you want to make good money, the money that travel or the money in your job, bedside, overtime, you can do that. So I don't think there's a wrong reason or the right reason. For me, it has given me stability in my life. I could have gone the wrong way. But, I remember, I think when I decided that nursing was the thing, it was like I had no choice. But now looking back, it was the right choice for me because you see on the news, nurses are not saying they're going to be retired. Some are just staying in the field as long as you want. Then there's other nurses that can be a little irritating if you're working with them. You can clearly see they're there for the wrong reason. They're bossy. They want to be in charge all the time, or they're just there for the money. You can tell. You can tell. And that's one of the reasons why nursing school start weeding you out. Because they also can tell, those instructors, are you there for the right reason? Or are you there for the wrong? A lot of them slip through the hole and they become nurses, and the product becomes skim milk. That's my theory. So I would say for new grads or new students, if that's the choice that you decide that you really want to be a nurse, make sure you're choosing nursing for all the right reasons. Because if it's the wrong, it's only going to make you more unhappy. And that's the fact. It's not about what other people think or why. Even if your thoughts were, I'm only going to do this for the money. Because, I see them, nurses are rich. I'm going to do this. After a while, it's going to make you unhappy. And it's a fact. Because you choose to do something that you're not. You're just doing it for all the wrong reason. If you want variety, it's a good field. I'm not going to discourage anybody, but I'm just telling you it is hard work, but you can do it. So I want you to ask yourself, am I going to nursing school for the wrong reason? Nurse asks, do you really want nursing? Ask yourself that. And my little advice too is to new grads, or I should say new students who are in college or contemplating going into nursing. Don't switch your major for nursing unless that's what you really want. So choose wisely. In the end, you will be rewarded. Because when you are happy, everything just fits into place. And it takes many years to get there, to really figure out what you want. But if that's what you want, go for it. Don't let anyone discourage you, because we'll be right here, back here, discussing nursing together. Thank you, and have a wonderful day or night in your state or your country.